May profits be upon you. Let's take a look at gold. You know how I do it. Let's get right into it, shall we? First thing I want to start out with is on August 5th, we got US dollar. The US is having the non-farm payroll. Okay. That'll probably have a pretty good impact on gold, right? As we expect quite possibly to see some strength enter into the US dollar as it is kind of pulling back, even though the US dollar is moving this way. All right. We're just on a retracement. All right. And I suspect that retracement will stop come Friday and start heading back up and resuming the upward trend on the US dollar. All right. Which would bring down gold. All right. What do we do up until Friday? What happens up until Friday? Well, let's take a close look. All right. First thing I want you to notice is that we ran into this area here. Strong demand. All right. From the extreme of this daily zone here. This is a higher time frame zone. This is the range of this demand. But let's take a look. Instead of me talking about it, you can see that this is the extreme of what was a pretty sizable weekly demand, right? Boom, we had this reaction, and we come back again, probing in, and then we flew all the way up from here. Pretty strong reaction, and then here we are again, and we are again reacting the same way. All right, but now we're looking at the refined version of it. All right, to the extreme, to the nitty-gritty down here. Let's look at the daily. All right, the daily, where you can see the swing highs and swing lows are getting lower and lower, right? So we are bearish for sure, right? On the higher time frames, we are definitely bearish. Okay. What I want you to make a note of is the trading range. The top of the swing high here, all right, to the swing low here. All right. And where are we? I always look for that equilibrium, that 50% mark, right? Y'all know how I do it. So let's use the Fibonacci tool from the high to the low of the swing. All right. And we can see that we are just now crossing the 38 percentile mark and heading up to the 50. This is where we want to take shorts in the premium section, the premium prices, not the discount. We want to take shorts from the premium section. We want to take longs from the discount. Got it? Now, we are on our way up. We see we have some bullish candles that have a little bit of momentum to them, right? So let's take a closer look at the price action on the 4-hour. And what do I expect? All right. We have a kind of a weakish looking kind of a zone of supply. It is the wrong color and misleading the masses. I don't understand why that is. That's supposed to be supply. All right, so we got the demand down here. All right, we have a nice reaction. This is a V-shaped reaction, and when you see a sharp reaction like that, where once it hits the zone to mitigate, and it pops up faster than in which it came down. All right, then price is going to be heading higher, and that's exactly what it did. All right, formed a nice inverted head and shoulders here with the neckline here, and you can see price doing its thing. All right, now, what now? We have an imbalance to fill higher. I don't think this zone is going to hold. Just letting you know, it's below the 50%. This is the 50% mark. I strongly suspect that we will continue a little bit higher at least to test this area here where price broke to the downside, broke out to the downside, right? This is the breakout area, and I suspect that price is going to head up in that area. And if you remember with the Fibonacci tool, this is premium price. This is where we want to look for shorts. And I suspect, again, I suspect in this downtrend, price, come on, man. Do you have to do that? Just make me look silly. All right, I suspect price will continue to correct up into this area. And then we may see a break where we can take that down, because I suspect that come non-farm payroll day on Friday, we're going to be breaking down to the ground. All right. Now, let me mark an area where I think we need to start looking for contact, a POI, where we can start looking for contact. And I will draw it right here. Now, some people say, oh, wait a minute, that's too wide, man. It's too wide. Listen, this area here had a lot of rejection there. I'm looking at it as an area that may be a key level of support and resistance. All right, but I'm marking the demand, the supply zone from here. Got it? And this will be a daily. This is a daily, so I'm not going to mark it. All right, I don't think this one is going to hold. I think we're going to get a reaction here. Yes, I think we're going to get a reaction here. But because the US dollar is retracing and correcting right now, I think we're going to continue higher until we get up here. And maybe we might test as high as the EQ of this zone of supply, the equilibrium, the midpoint of the zone. Maybe we might start here. You know, maybe we might get a big wick and just drop. We don't know. But I'm going to wait until price comes into contact with that area, and I'm going to make sure I leave an alert. I'm doing that live right now. I'm doing that live. All right. Look for sells here. All right. So I don't miss this at all. All right. Because I think this is going to be a pretty interesting setup. All right. Now, price could come all up in here. Maybe it comes up, test this area here, this structure, because you see how price has openings and closings here. But I love the rejection area here, I like the fact that there was demand, some buy up before the aggressive sell-off here. So this is my supply zone. And I believe price will eventually pop up into that. Now, there are opportunities to take buys in there. You can do that if you want to go down to the 15 and 5, and maybe you can catch price as it maybe you can catch price, and maybe I might be able to catch price as it breaks this demand, and we can catch, it breaks this supply, and we can catch the demand as it flips from supply to demand. All right, maybe we can catch that supply, that demand up here for a intraday trade. All right, but I'm not necessarily looking for that. All right, I'm looking for the high probability trade once it gets up here. Boop, boop. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this analysis. All right. Oh, I forgot to mention the COT report. It's, it's just a confluence. It's not something that you would base a trade on, because it kind of gives you information after the fact, but it kind of gives you some insight as to what the big banks want. All right. According to the COT report that came out on the 26th, 62% of the big banks are still long on this, on gold. All right. They're still long on gold. However, they did add 657 long positions. All right. But they also added 2,922, almost 3,000 short positions. They added short positions last week. So, hey, I don't know about you, but I'm looking for them shorts to come in. All right, and I want to get in where the big boys get in. So that's the setup. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. All right, if you did, smash the like button. Do subscribe to my channel. Do hit the bell icon so that you can be informed, notified as to new updates. And I would love to hear from you. Hit me off on the feedback. All right, hit me off on the feedback in the comment section. Leave a comment. What are you thinking about gold? Are you aligned with what I'm thinking? Am I wrong? Am I just misdirected or something like that? I was looking for gold to take shorts for short positions last week. I was, but the reaction after the news came in, the FOMC and GDP numbers, I expected the US dollar to gain strength, and it went the other way for its own reasons. All right, there was a bunch of complicated reasons to do so. All right, but we are in technical recession, and I don't see the rally in the markets, the risk on atmosphere lasting very long. You understand? The US dollar is a safe haven that is going to see flight from other currencies. You're going to see investment going into the US dollar, period. End of story. All right. So that's where I'm at. I'm leaving the weekly outlook of the currency futures that I did, earlier today, yesterday. And I'm going to leave that on your screen right now. Do check that out so you can see the actual strength and weaknesses of each individual currency. And I will see you in the next video.